Hello, hello, hello. How are you doing today? Cheers, good to see you. Great cup of coffee, can't go wrong. An argument for a program. The cost of not having a program. The cost of not having a program is getting close to optimal with your training. Optimization of your training. I'm a bit sick, so sorry if I sound weird. But what I'm going to do to you today, is preach about why you should try and follow a program with your training, why you should write things down, why you should schedule things over time, in particularly intensity over time, and how that will allow you the opportunity to create more results in the gym, in your training. I had this discussion with a friend of mine, whether you should or shouldn't program, and he doesn't program specifically when he's doing hypertrophy, but he will do it when he's doing something like powerlifting. And we discussed, and he likes to go into the gym and go on it more by feel, how he's feeling. Oh, I'm feeling good today, I'm going to push it. Oh, that weight moved well, I'll add some more weights and see how they move as well. And that's how I would say a majority of my lifting career has happened. And then recently, on occasion, I've followed a program over the years, and when I look at those periods, when I look back at those training periods, they are by far and away the periods of the best gains. So when you think about programming and tracking, and what I mean by that, what is programming? It means planning what you're doing in the gym, knowing what you're going to do before you get in there, and it being periodized. So you're following something over time, so you know you're progressing, and rather than just going in the gym and doing it based on how you feel, maybe you'll go 3 times this week, 2 times next week, 5 times the week after, rather than sticking to a plan and doing the similar exercises over time to get better and more proficient at those exercises, and writing it down and tracking it. That would be the main difference between programming and not programming. I hope that makes sense. If it doesn't, let me know. I'll probably do more videos on this. And those periods of my training career where I have followed a program, ones I've written myself and ones that have been written by other people, the gains are by far and away better. The cost of writing the program is quite big because it does take away from the fun and the energy that you can get from just going in the gym and doing what you want on any single day. But the benefit of results, I think most people go to the gym not for the sake of how they feel, but more for the sake of what they get out of it at the end of the day, at the end of that session, etc., etc., rather than just going in there to feel good. And this is the biggest selling point on a program. You will get better results if you follow a program, and I'm going to dive into why. But before I do that, if you get better results when you follow a program, and even if you just go to the gym for feelings, the best feeling you can get from the gym is seeing results, seeing progress. So almost everyone should be following a program, even if you just care about your feelings, particularly if you care about your results. But it's a summation of all of these things that you have to consider when you're going into the gym, when you're deciding if you should follow or not follow a program. Costs and benefits to everything. And I think the case for having a program versus not is a net benefit for the majority of people. Now let me tell you why. If you have a program, if you know what you're going to do day after day going into the gym, number one, it will likelihood increase your adherence, your likelihood of doing the damn thing, of going into the gym and sticking to it. If you know you have something planned out, it's much more likely that you're going to stick to it rather than hop around and do random things every day. So if you set a goal and then you program towards that goal, and you say, all right, I'm going to work out 3 days every single week. If you've got those days set out, you know what you're going to do, you know what it's going to be like when you're going in there, it increases the likelihood of you doing it. That's number one. The best program is the one that you're going to follow at the end of the day. So if you've got something there to get in at and get after when you're in the gym, you're setting yourself up for success. So number one, it's going to increase your adherence. Number two, it allows you to change your intensity. So what that means is you can have weeks where you're purposefully pushing harder or purposefully holding back with the idea of building intensity and building volume over weeks. Say you've got a 4-week block, end of the 4 weeks you want to be stronger. You want to hit certain weights, you choose those weights. Even if you're just focusing on building muscle, you want to hit a certain amount of sets per body part per week that are tough. Each week you can build up the volume, the capabilities to get better in the gym. So week one, you hold back a little bit. You do a few less sets, and you keep some stuff in the tank. You build the technique of your different movements and you get good at those things, and you still get a solid stimulus. Because it's new movements, some of them will be new. And then week two, you get better at the movements, you bring a bit more intensity. Same thing for week 3 and week 4, then you bring it home, maximum intensity. You've got good at the movements, you've been hitting them consistently, you know how to do them well. And now you can start bringing up the weights, bringing up the number of sets per workout, and you get so much out of that week 4 that you can then program a week off and start again. So your fatigue and performance are going up, but your performance will start to come over as your fatigue comes up. Then you bring your fatigue back down and performance starts going up, just like that. So progress isn't linear, it will go like this. And if you program that in, you're going to set yourself up for greater success. I'm talking a lot, because there's a lot of things to go into this. And I can't cover all of them. I'm just going to give you a few selling points on why you should try and follow a program. The hard thing about following a program is writing it down. Actually spending the time outside of the gym, sitting in front of a computer or a notebook and just writing it out. That's normally the thing that's stopping people from doing it, the actual work on the front end. But if you get that all sorted and set up, you're probably, well, you're definitely going to get close to your goals, because you can vary things like intensity and manage your fatigue better, and more likely get better at different movements over time, and therefore increase your ability in those movements, and therefore get you closer to the goals. I'm going to do more videos on this. I'm going to cut it short because I think it deserves more time, but I hope this inspires you. So just before you go in the gym, think about what you're going to do, think about why you're doing it, and think about managing your intensity over time by writing it down in a programmed fashion over the next, just do 3 weeks, just to try it out. I'm going to do these exercises on these days for these sets and these reps, and I'm going to do that over 3 weeks. See how it goes for you. I can almost guarantee you'll get some value from that. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video. Have a good day.